Well, as we mentioned all show long, this is quite exciting. Here in the flesh, here in our Los Angeles studios, is a man, and the last time we saw him, he freaked T.J. Jefferson out so badly, T.J. fled the set at the Super Bowl set in New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Mentalist and his new book, Read Your Mind, is available on October 28th, wherever you get your books. Oz Pearlman is here.
Rich Eisen in the house. Back by popular demand. What can I say, Rich?
By the way,
the fans have been demanding it. They go, Rich Eisen 2.0. We need a repeat.
I already tell you in advance, we'll need a 3.0 and a 4.0.
Can I clear the whole studio this time? Not just TJ, but everybody in here.
No,
runs out.
we're not freaked out by you. I'm not.
It's a love-hate relationship, is what Chris has told me.
TJ, are you? Again, we've been going over. We've been going over this whole time. That's a kendo stick, apparently.
He's weaponized.
I know when he's going to swing it, so I can deflect.
That's true.
That's true. What's the point?
Yeah. So again, for those last time, you got into his phone.
Yes.
And then he just packed up, took his phone, and packed up, and we call this the wheel route.
He was never to be seen again in New Orleans. We didn't know if he had entered a Mardi Gras parade or what, but he came back eventually.
There he goes. TJ, how far did you get?
Around the whole set. I had to commit to the bit, so it was like a walk.
I don't know if it really was.
No, you were pretty freaked out, man.
I mean, I had to commit to the fact that I wasn't coming back the way I came.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, I had to just keep, because I thought the spirit was behind me, Rich.
This can't be the first time you've seen a reaction like that.
Oh,
right?
no, there's a great clip with the Seahawks when I did their segment. You should go back and watch it. It's terrific. Oh, it's going to kill me right now that I don't remember. It wasn't a rookie, but it was a younger player. Mm-hmm. Who I did something with them where we held out our hands. Go back and watch this one. Just put in my name and Seahawks. And the famous clip was DK Metcalf, but this one didn't get as much press. But this one absolutely crushed. Where we put our hands together, we closed hands, which is a little awkward for two guys holding hands on the set. But I was like, go with it, buddy.
Yes.
We closed our hands, and I told him, think of anybody that's had a part in your career, right?
Yes.
If you're an NFL player, people have supported you along the way. And he thought of somebody. He thought of his Uncle Steve. And when we opened our hands, I said, look in your palm of your hand. We looked in his hand. It said Uncle Steve was written on his hand. And he looked at me, and I remember the look. Just looked at me.
Yeah.
It was Penny Hart.
He walked back.
Young
Penny Hart,
player.
that's right.
Yeah.
Penny Hart. He walked back to his chair. He looked at me one more time. He put on his bag. He was out. He left the room, went up the stairs, didn't come back for the rest of the show. It didn't even TJ commit to the bit. He was done. He was out of the meeting.
Leave.
Incredible.
Did he leave the NFL? Is Penny Hart still in the NFL? Can we see if O's got Penny Hart into a completely different?
I don't think I mind
life?
zapped him that hard.
Okay.
I'm watching this. I'm surprised he didn't swing on you, Oz, because
I've had a few near misses in that department.
Have you really? Come on.
Jake Paul almost swung on me. Look at that one.
Okay, now,
yeah.
All right, I'll bite.
Yeah.
You know what, Jake Paul?
I wanted him to. That would have been the most viral video ever. I'm like, Jake, knock me out, but don't mess up the teeth, bro. We're going viral, baby.
No money maker messing.
Yeah, just the eyes. Just maybe the eyes. I don't mind a black eye. Makes me look tough.
Jake Paul, I imagine, can land a punch.
Oh my God, Jake Paul would have killed me.
We don't need that.
I lined up with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was so great. We were at the ESPYs together, and Mike, even we lined up as a bit just to like get the photo, you just see that and fear is struck in your eyes. Just even lining up like this with Mike Tyson for the photo, I go.
Well, we had Tyson here.
He's a sweetheart. He's great.
When you walk out the door, you'll see he took a picture of him faking like he's going to bite my ear off. That's on the wall here.
The Wall of Fame.
That's on the Wall of Fame for sure. Well, it's great to have you here in person.
Thanks for having me back.
Tell me about this book, brother. That's called Read Your Mind, available on October 28th, wherever you get your books. Proven Habits for Success from the World's Greatest Mentalist. I can +1 that moniker right there for you. What's this about? Where to come from? The whole bit?
I'll tell you everything. So this has been years in the making. For years, I've had people telling me you should write a book. People have said it to me, but I didn't really believe them. I go, what's the book going to be about?
Right.
Because quite frankly, what I do, right, mentalism, I've been studying for 30 years how people think. That's my job. So I started with magic tricks.
Right.
And that's knowing how to fool people with sleight of hand. You learn how to deceive people's eyes. A lot of it is known as misdirection.
Yes.
And it's learning how people think, but you're using props. When I kind of went down the route of being more and more of a mentalist and transitioned fully into that, once you know how people think, you can start to know what they think. And so again, what was the book going to be about? I started realizing that the core skills of what I do are applicable in every part of your life, because knowing how people think and reading people more effectively is amazing at work, at home, and in your relationships. And so am I going to train you to be a mentalist? No. There's 100 books that you could learn and videos to buy online. Google it. You could learn how to do these. These are tricks, in essence, that you could entertain people with. But guessing somebody's name is not that effective in your day-to-day life.
Right.
But I can tell you something that is, which is supercharging your memory, knowing the name of every single person you meet in a room, never going to a party or event again, and 2 seconds later going, oh, what was their name? I just forgot it.
By the way, help.
Right?
Well,
I will teach you that tip and trick here before I leave, so you will never forget a name ever again.
What's your name again? I'm sorry. I'm not that
Oz,
bad.
Ooze, O's, whatever the hell it is, it's a tough one.
Yes.
But there's all different things that are the core of success, which is the book that I've reread almost every year since I was a teenager, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is proven tactics for success. How do you win people over? How do you become the most memorable person in a room? How am I able to go in front of millions of people and tens of thousands on stage and have confidence to do what I do? Because it can go wrong. This is not a magic trick anymore. It can really not work. That was developed over years. And that exact thing I can show you how to fast track. Tactics for success. Another one is fear of rejection. So a big part of the book is when I was a kid, I started working at restaurants doing magic tricks. And can you imagine a 14-year-old coming up to you, you got a babysitter, you're out with friends or you're out with your spouse, and some little twerp comes over to you and wants to do tricks. Who is this guy? Right. I would get shot down so hard so many times. And if you don't have thick skin, I think the number one thing that causes people to not live up to their potential is fear of failure. It's not trying. It's that they didn't even try because they were too scared of it not working.
The old, you miss 100% of the shots
you don't take. That's exactly right.
Axiom.
And I think that's a mental game. That is the mindset of a champion.
Doubt.
That is a way that you can rewire your brain, because that's all I do in my profession, is learn how to influence people's minds and how to rewire your own brain. So the book is all ways to think like a mentalist to achieve success. That the whole book is applicable to all different people in life. It is not if you like mentalism. If you've liked my tricks, great, but this applies to everyone.
One of the first jobs I ever had was to cold call Staten Island and Brooklyn residents to see if they would take a subscription to the New York Daily News. And I called these people, cold called them at 8 in the morning on a Saturday.
Ooh, amazing.
And the language I heard.
And the accents you heard.
Quite colorful.
Yes.
Yes, all of it. But it definitely got me going in terms of putting myself out there. Although it was easy to be on the other end of a phone line, I can't imagine what it is to be right at a table of somebody at age 14. That had to have gotten you any stage fright, if you will. That had to go out the window.
You have to develop thick skin, but thick skin is one of those things where you hear it and people hear that and they go, well, I don't know how to do that. And for me, again, it's a chapter in the book, is I created what I describe as silos, which are critical in life, which is you separate yourself. Right now, you probably have an agent. I have an agent, somebody who handles the calls you don't want to handle, right? You go, oh, you take this one. And so in that situation, most people don't have agents. In your day-to-day life at work, when you want to rally and say, I deserve a raise, I'm going to build that case to my boss.
Yes.
How do we know when is the right moment? When is that moment where they're in the best mood and you can study them the same way that I study what someone's thinking, what letter they just thought of, what number, what PIN code someone has, TJ. And so I've spent 30 years observing this, but I want to take. And the key with the book is, instead of you taking 30 years, I want to cut the corners. I want to give you what I've learned and make it fast, easy to apply strategies and learn when is the right time to go to them. What are the right words to use in that scenario to get what you want? And so with the siloing, what I learned is, if I can create two different people in my mind, I'm Oz the entertainer, and this guy's Oz Pearlman. So when I walked up to the table, I'm like, get out of here, kid. If that happens 3 tables in a row, I mean, your stomach falls out. You're like, get me home. I just want to sit down on the couch and watch TV. I don't need this crap. So I created this thing where I would separate myself literally in my mind and take no offense to it, because I would say, they don't know me. That was the other guy. I need to rework. What did I do when I walked up to them? Iterate. What can I change? My body language, my posturing. What do I say to them? There's all these tips and tricks I learned working restaurants for a decade, actually closer to 20 years, where I learned how people think.
Right.
And if you know how people are thinking, you can overcome that last minute resistance. The fact when you walk up to them and say a yes or no question is a massive mistake in anything you do in life. If you give a question that's distinct, want to see some magic? No. Where do you go from there?
Yes.
But if you ask a question that's always a yes question, oh my God, it's your lucky night. Did you hear what's going on?
Yes.
Who doesn't? It's my lucky night. Boom, dopamine. I feel good. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Tell me. Nobody says to that no. There's things that you can say that are going to win people over, that excite them. And then from there, I know that most people, their resistance when I walked up was that they might need to have money. They might have to tip me. And do I even work here? Did I just walk around? Am I any good? Am I going to leave? What's going to happen in 5 minutes when this kid won't leave? I know all of these things they want. So I would create a time limit. In the first moments I meet them, I go, I can only stay for a minute. But the owner of the restaurant brought me in as a special treat for everyone tonight. And you've never seen anything like this. Think about that. In 10 seconds, owner has me here. I'm a treat. You don't need money. They know I'm here and I'm leaving shortly. So now, instead of you being the cold call to Staten Island at 8 a.m. who wants to sell them something, now they just called you because they want new cable service because theirs isn't working. You understand what I mean? When the power dynamic flips in a negotiation, and make no mistake, everything in life is a negotiation. Even you being on air is you demanding attention from other people who could be doing other things. Attention economy, you and me both. Is that once you're in that negotiation, if you can flip it where the other person wants you more than them, you're going to win.
You want to go to Oxnard to help Micah Parsons?
You have no chance.
Please.
No,
You know?
Micah Parsons, we'll see what happens. He's
mean-
got to get me in the room with Jerry Jones. I know Jerry.
Well, I mean, Jerry's a silo.
Yeah.
Micah's a silo. Right now, there's two silos right now
Yeah.
that need to connect.
They bring me in to negotiate. They don't have to say a word. I look at him. I know the number. I look at him. I know the number. We find the middle ground. What are we doing? I won't even take 10%. Micah, call me.
Can we make this happen then? Because I'm tired of this story.
The award-winning capologist, all of a sudden, Oz Pearlman here on the Rich Eisen Show. It's funny you said you have an agent. I have an agent. My agent's not named Adam Schefter, though. You know what I mean? So Adam,
I stick to the family, baby.
But so you've known Adam again. I know we've covered this ground, but let's
Years,
do it
over a
again.
decade.
Okay. Now, was he the one who first decided to, who put you together with NFL teams, or no, not really? That happened organically, or what happened?
There's a lot of background, but to where it got to is all Adam, and then many other people at the ESPN crew. So I got Greg Jewell, Seth, Harry Hawkins. There's a bunch of people all the way up top to Jimmy Pitaro.
Seth Markman, you're talking
Seth
about.
Markman,
I know a lot of these names. Yeah.
So I mean, they've all trusted me, and it's been very mutually beneficial. I like to hope. But the initial was at Dylan's bat mitzvah. So Adam's daughter, who's incredibly successful and a great journalist in her own right. Shout out to Dylan, who's amazing.
Yes, she's killing it.
Amazing young lady, very poised, very mature. Like just she's going places. So I did her bat mitzvah, and I'd done plenty of other events, and I know Adam's cousin. So it's like it's a whole.
Oh, it's Jewish geography.
The whole Jewish geography, the whole Long
good.
Island sector. And so we go back almost 20 years.
Yeah.
But it was the right time, the right place. I had done America's Got Talent. I'd done a lot of other TV. And honestly, a lot of life is timing. Timing and being patient.
Yes.
Like the thing that started my career, most people would say, America's Got Talent. I didn't get on the first 2 times I tried out. The third time I got on, go figure, I got 3rd place. So most people would have given up after the first try, say, it's not for me. I'm not like that.
What was it? What'd you do again for them that got you through? Or did you remember
what
to get
did I
on?
do?
To get on that for the 3rd time, or like,
Oh, absolutely, I remember. Are you kidding me?
Of course.
So I do a bit where I have somebody think of someone famous, and I cut out a photo of them. That's not what I did to get on. I did it in the second round. The first round is I have somebody think of a vacation they went on, change their mind as much as they want, and I take out a stapled shut envelope, and it says where they went, who they went with, and something about what they did on the trip. They just lost their minds. Did that for Mel B, and I guess the number out of Heidi Klum's mind. So those were the 2 things I did.
Reading Heidi Klum's mind is a book on its own, sir.
Right. Just staying focused while you're on Heidi Klum. Very, very strong focus involved.
That requires some mentalism.
Behind the scenes, I kept taking. There kept being selfies of me with Heidi Klum behind the scenes at every round, and I was like, "Why do you keep taking photos with Heidi Klum?" I'm like, just to be around her, honey. Do you even judge that? Like, my wife's like, that's acceptable. That's
okay. That's
I
acceptable.
was like, if you met Ryan Reynolds, what would you do? She's like, yeah, that's true.
Now, has she said that, or have you read your wife's
I read her
mind?
mind. Yeah. It was Clive Owen for her for a while, then it transitioned to Ryan Reynolds, I feel.
And she had no idea you knew the entire time.
I knew everything. No, my powers don't work on her at all.
That's
I married a woman who, during our first date, was like, I don't even like magic. Stop doing it. I go, what's going on here?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, that means she's perfect for you.
That's it. I think she's way out of my league. But listen, I'll take it.
Oz Pearlman here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, and so, and again, just you with the NFL teams, I think has put you on the radar screen, obviously of ESPN and
Sure.
YouTube, and my daughter cannot get enough of watching all of your material. We just love it in the house, and. And she particularly enjoyed TJ getting absolutely freaked out.
It's always fun when you know the person. So I do a tremendous amount of private and corporate events all over the country.
I'm sure.
And I always get people that come up to me after the show, and they've seen it because everyone's a football fan, right?
Yes.
And I do basketball. I do a lot of other sports. You're going to see a lot more sports this year as well as diversification and a show coming out, which I'm not at liberty. I'm actually finding out if I can tip it.
Okay.
But trust me when I say the person that's in the show with me, you know exactly who it is. You could read my mind.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, let me see if I'm actually allowed, because I wrote before to see if there's any way.
Okay, let's see. If can Oz Pearlman.
So we are not allowed to say. Also, we have a lot of football teams coming up. We are shooting, and straight from the source, Adam Schefter here,
Yes.
NFL Insider.
Yes.
I am not allowed to reveal which teams we're going to be with, but we're going to say very clearly that 2 possible Super Bowl contenders that I'm performing for this week and next.
Okay.
So the Cowboys.
Well, he's here in Southern California, so there's
So we
2
don't,
Los
we don't
Angeles
repeat teams. We don't repeat teams for the record. So yeah, it will
So
not
you've
be the
already
Cowboys.
done the Cowboys.
The Cowboys have been done before. You should, if you haven't seen it, the clip with Micah Parsons, I had his hand over a flame. Watch this one. I bet your daughter's seen it. Deep cuts. I had his hand over a flame, and he couldn't hold it there because it was burning him.
That makes
and I
sense.
hypnotized him to be able to hold his hand right on fire.
Again, this sounds like a metaphor for what he's going through right now.
It is.
Right?
I prepared him for this moment.
You should go to Oxnard and hypnotize him to figure out what the hell's going on with this thing.
That is funny.
You should go and broker this. You can do this. I can read your mind, Jerry. I know
I'm
you're
a
pissed about-
multi-hyphenate now. Author, mentalist, negotiator.
You're like, Jerry, I know you're pissed about a handshake agreement that he thought really wasn't a handshake agreement, or you just have a certain sense of what a handshake agreement is. I know you're pissed about it.
Also, I Googled most valuable franchise in the world, Dallas Cowboys. I'm trying to see where's the issue.
Well, exactly. That's another one, too. And then you go to Micah and go, listen, I understand that, you have every right for your agent to get involved. And I know you feel like you're completely dug in here. But,
You need a good mediator right there.
The guy who's going to pay you thinks that you broke a handshake agreement. And then you make both of them feel like they've already apologized to each other. The pride goes out the window, and then boom, he's got a new contract, and the Cowboys have one of the top pass rushers. What do you think?
Look at
Make
this.
them think that they've already apologized to each other.
I think so. So much of it is once you get stuck on something, it's those mental hurdles that are hard to overcome.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rewire your brain. Micah, you got to read the book. I'm sending him a free copy.
Yes, it's called Read Your Mind. And again, it's available October 28th, wherever you get your books.
Thanks for the plug.
Before I let you go, sir, would you mind
I can't
doing
get out of
your
here yet.
O's,
You
the
kidding me?
Mentalist thing one more time for us here?
We can't tease it.
What do we
right?
have
Can't
cooked
sell
up
the
today?
sizzle, not the steak. We've got new to the crew,
Nice.
Mike. Is that right?
Mike Del Tufo?
I've never met before.
Well, he was not in New Orleans.
He was not in New Orleans.
No.
When I walked in the door, I got here bright and early, too. I had to switch things
Appreciate
up. You
that.
guys very accommodating because I had to switch things up for a football shoot.
You got it.
And I walked up and I go, I know the crew, right? Matt, Jason, TJ, way back.
Mm-hmm.
Chris. Look, Chris hasn't smiled once. Chris gets into
Locked
business
in.
mode when I'm around.
He doesn't, because he doesn't want you to. He thinks you're reading him, which is probably correct. And he probably thinks if he does this, he's unreadable, which is probably incorrect.
Yeah.
So
I've been laughing the whole time, but now that we're in like go
now
mode,
you're-
and,
so you're in game mode
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
He's
walked in
game
here.
mode, Oz.
I met everybody, right? I met Matt, who told me his full name is not Matthew. He's a Matt, which is I like that. That's unusual.
He's our
and
intern.
then I knew Chris. I met
Yes.
Michael, Jason,
Yes.
TJ, and so I
Yes.
said to him, I go, when I in my profession guess things.
Yes.
People say, "Are you reading minds?" And I explained to them, "No, this is a skill. And when you break it down and you observe the little steps,
Yes.
it's very possible." And so when I guess names, when I guess people's names that are common, like Mike, it's impressive. But then they think about it, that's a common name, though. So when I walked in here, I said, "How popular do you think your names are?" And we assumed, I think Chris is very popular. Mike is the most popular by far. And so if I were to ask each of these guys, go back in time and think of somebody that you haven't thought of in years. Let me ask you, Mike. I say, think of somebody you haven't thought of in years. Right away, look at his body language. It's a guy. Is it a guy?
Yep.
Yeah, because if it was a woman, Mike would have been happier. It's like,
Okay. I like it. All right. So you got that
Mike,
right.
for the skeptical viewer, we have never met. I
No.
walked in the studio.
No.
There's not like a pre-thing where I said,
No.
go write something down, go whisper, nothing. You just thought of somebody. When was the last time you talked to this person?
Yesterday.
Okay, all right, so that was a little underwhelming right there. Way to go, Mike. Way to go with an obvious choice. Wow, way to step up your game, buddy. Let me ask you a question.
That's your mental match, Oz.
You can't guess what Mike's thinking when he doesn't even know what he's thinking. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Mike, if you tell me how you know this person, could it give up who it is?
Yeah.
So don't do that.
No.
I want you to mix up the letters in the guy's first name, and then you don't write anything. Don't do it.
Okay.
Just in your head, Scrabble tiles. And then you pick up a letter, maybe an interesting one to you. I don't know why. You got a letter and you focus on just that letter. Are you thinking of it?
Yes.
Now, as soon as you say interesting, people avoid the vowels. See, it's subtle. You didn't pick a vowel, did you?
Nope.
No, because the vowels aren't interesting. A, E, I, O, U, they all got them. And then you read from left to right. So when I watched his eyes and he put the tiles down, he looked from left to right and he stopped at the end. He didn't go back to the middle. You picked the last letter, didn't you?
Yes. My God, yes.
Because he would have gone backwards. And now, Mike, I want you to close your eyes. Swear to God, this is not set up. There is no way I can know who popped in your head.
No way.
Can I show you, Rich, that letter? I'm gonna show the viewer.
Yep. That's it. We see it.
Okay. I'm gonna write the rest because now I got it. Done. Don't open your eyes yet, Mike. You see who I got?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
you
know
guys all
that.
saw it at home. Open your eyes. What letter did you think of? What letter?
K.
What's his name?
Frank.
Frank.
Holy.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's his brother.
TJ.
His brother
I may
Frank.
walk out. That is insane.
You thought of Frank?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Chris, you got
Oh my
kids?
God.
I do.
How many?
Oh my God.
One.
One kid. Okay.
Spoke to him yesterday.
Yeah. 2 days ago. His name's Frank also.
Got that.
I want you to go back in time, rewind in your life to elementary school, and think of your best friend in elementary school.
Oh, goodness. Got it.
Is it a strong front runner or are you debating people?
I just had to, I obviously haven't thought of this in a very long time.
Well,
Boom. That's what I like. You said that's what I like.
He didn't want somebody yesterday. Plus, Chris is not very popular.
Yeah,
So it's very
real
simple.
talk.
Just-
You
we
called
moved-
him your best friend. He didn't think of you as your best friend, by the way.
That might be true.
Very harsh.
Oh, no, but you were a military
We
brat.
moved a lot as
so
a
he-
kid.
You moved, you know what? So we switch gears. We need something more topical. I have it. It's because now you didn't have those relationships that lasted. It's okay. This isn't a therapy session. Close your eyes. Everyone remembers this. This for me. Second grade Patty Devlin, the one that got away. I want you to picture the face. I'm going to put you in the spot of the first girl you ever had a big crush on.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at Chris. That swagger. Open your eyes. I want to timestamp this, okay?
Okay.
Prior to me asking you today to think of her,
Oh, baby.
when was the last time this person even entered into your thoughts? Days, months, or years before today?
Years.
Years. He has not even thought of this person in years. Think of her first name.
Okay.
Mix up the letters.
Okay. Okay.
Something strange. Hold on. Not a nickname. Count the letters in your head.
Look at this.
It's an abbreviation. See, it's a longer name. Stop. See, it's longer. Frank, you don't count. 5 letters, you just know. Close your eyes.
Closing his eyes.
I'm going to write this down.
He's writing it down.
Open your eyes. You're thinking, I can feel it. The one that got away. This is your first crush. I can see how it rests with you. You haven't thought of her in years. Literally.
It's
Tell us all,
fantastic.
what's her first name?
Trisha.
Trisha, everybody. Trisha.
Oh, my God!
Yo, see what? What is?
Oh, my God!
Oh my God.
Brockman could not believe it! Trisha! Chris. Who's Trisha? Chris?
This was when I lived in Virginia.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So we lived there from like 86 to 89.
Oh, my
So this
God.
would have been like second grade. Trisha Libertino. I know her full
Trisha
name.
Libertino!
Way to blow up her spot. Somewhere she's hearing this saying, man, how did I mess that up?
Or she's just like, why are my ears burning
Yeah.
today?
That's
I need
insane.
to
I
go
don't-
check out the Rich Eisen show with Oz friggin' Pearlman. Oh,
Literally, no one
Hold
would
on,
know
hold
this
on.
name.
Let's leave on a high note. I know I got to get out of here real quick.
Do you have something for the guy in the corner?
Yes.
No, TJ, I got to leave hanging. I got to leave. I can't. That was already goaded what I did to him.
Okay, all right,
What
so-
if TJ? What if I disappeared? Rich, and you could interview anybody. Right? And where
Yes.
does your mind go? The first person that pops in your head, could you see that person here?
Yes.
Have you interviewed them before?
I have not.
Oh, see, right away I was, look, Chris is still reeling.
I mean, I'm in.
He's on the computer and he's
my
Googling,
God.
he's like, Trisha Libertino. He's
I'm
like,
trying to find her on Facebook right now.
he's like, what's this? Still her maiden name? I have a shot? Let's go.
Wow.
Yes,
You thought of somebody,
I did.
but the Rich Eisen shuffle, like even you in the logo is you running.
I am indeed.
You don't stay in place. You jump to another person immediately after this person.
I did.
Yeah, see that? See that? You can't switch things on me and me not know it.
I did.
Two people. Go back to the first one.
Okay.
What's the first question you would ask this person? Think of it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it?
I do.
You're expecting a question and response. It's not an athlete. My gut would have said athlete. I think the second person was probably an athlete. I think we get back to the first one. It's the same craft. Be honest with me. Look at me.
It's same.
He does the same thing as you. David Letterman was the first person you thought of, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yes, it was. It was.
Letterman.
And I almost didn't do it because there's a picture of Letterman around here. I'm like, you might have like see it, but yes, it is David Letterman.
Nuts.
I
Drop
feel
the mic,
left out now.
baby.
I
Can't
feel
top
left
that.
out now.
TJ, I'm letting you off the hook this time. I'm being too nice. This time I'm letting you off the hook, but 3.0, I'm going for you strong.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, it is David Letterman because I mean, I fashion myself. I rip him off every day. And,
Pretty much. Don't we all?
And I have not interviewed him, and I would love to have him here,
I think it's going to happen. I can feel it.
dude.
I can believe everything. I can believe the Frank thing because you talk about Frank a lot. We know you love Letterman, but what you did to him,
Yeah, his
that
is
Brockman thing, it's not like that name has ever come out of your mouth.
Well, I mean,
that we know of.
I didn't even know. I know you lived all over the country. I didn't know you lived in Virginia for 3 years. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that.
We lived at the Chincoteague. It's where they do the pony runs. It's like a beach community. It's super small.
Right.
We lived in military housing.
For the record, you don't have to tell me. I already know. So, yeah,
Did you ever get the courage up to chit chat with Trisha? Or
I mean, we were classmates.
Okay,
we
really?
held hands once and during gym class.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I mean,
But we were 7.
Proud of you.
That's like first base when you're 7, my man.
Dude.
I wasn't holding hands.
Oz Pearlman.
Power moves, Brockman.
Thanks.
The new book, Read Your Mind, available on October 28th, wherever you get your books. You're the best, man. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live, weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.